Let's see. This is. Oh, of course, I'll fix Ironscape first. Oh, of course, I'll fix Ironscape first. Yeah, can you guys hear me? Testing? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so that's good. Now we get the player's voice now. All right, well, let's get them all working first, and then we'll play with the volumes. You guys are cable DB. You guys are cable. All right. Am I getting the echoes? How about you guys? No, didn't work. Try that again. Cable B output. Should be right. Hmm. All right, that is set to the right. Cable B out is the players. So that means voice meter's not getting you guys from Discord. That's the only other thing that could be happening. Um, all right, let's see. All right, that didn't work. Let me check. I'd say something. Anybody? No. Well, it's going to be a second here. So I'm going to figure this out. A second here. So I'm going to figure this. All right, so why are you guys not coming through? Maybe I need to totally restart the audio engine. I'll be right back on sound.
I lost Drake through Discord altogether.
You're not hearing anything on Discord? Yeah? Can't hear me on Discord. How about now? All right. Stream can still hear me? Yeah. But I don't think you guys are coming through. I have that set right. I don't understand. Except for cable B. And when you go to Potato, cable B is Discord players. And you guys are not coming through on Potato. No. Hold on 1 second. All right, so okay. All right. How are we doing now?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right.
There you go.
How are we doing now?
Yay.
Check
Yay,
1 2.
yay.
There was
Yay,
much
did we fix it?
rejoicing.
Check 1 2.
There
1
was
2
much
1 2 1 2.
rejoicing, yes.
There
Wait,
you go.
there's something broken over here.
Yay.
Check
Yay,
Good.
yay. All right, so give me 1 second and we can get going here. That back and put this over here and close this. I gotta work on my soundboard tomorrow, so. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I wish I could have showed you how it was broke so you could see how to fix yours at some point in the future, but you know how that goes. Who uses potato or banana? Just the two of us? That's it?
Yep. And I have 0 problems with it.
I normally haven't had any issues except for lately, so I need to reinstall. I think I got a bug or something.
You're also on Windows 11, so.
Yeah, I'm on Windows
Yeah,
11 too.
Yeah.
So I think there might be a Windows 11 thing or something I gotta fix or something. I was on their site and I'm like, I don't want to do this yet, so I wussed out and stopped. But yeah, it's obvious I need to do it. So last session, you guys came down into this area, and let me read the description of the main room as you guys came in. A long flight of stairs that ventures down into the earth leads to an underground chamber of clear religious intent. 2 braziers flank the entrance and bathe the area in an eerie aquamarine light. Arcane visages of otherworldly creatures stand inert, carved into the rows of pillars in the room. Like that. And then you guys like kick the door in or unlock the door. I forget how you got in that room, but you found a spell book and you found some golden medallions and some papers and bundles of papers and formulas and schematics, stuff like that. You guys kind of grabbed up some of it. And then to the east was a kind of a couple of you peeked around the corner, you could see it's kind of spirals down below, like so. And then you guys came through these double doors, and to the east is a desk, and you guys determined that is set up to be a fake desk. Some of you guys some high in investigations or something.
Trap desk.
And there's a drawer that spring and a trap. Yeah.
Were we supposed to be able to see through the north wall of this room?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't understand who did this map. They put a terrain feature there.
Oh, that's
through,
weird. It's a
oh,
terrain.
through this? What is
Yeah.
it?
It's a
don't
little
understand what-
room. It's
Oh.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be walls. All right.
What terrain feature did they put? A caboose?
Well, before you guys wander around in here, there's like all kinds of stuff going on, so you might want to peek around the corners. Because it's obvious you guys are coming in.
I was
Or-
waiting for the DM to talk to us first before just
You get
wantonly throwing my token everywhere.
Oh, Mr.
Fools rush in.
Responsibility.
That's what line of sight does. It makes the curious wander. It really does. I've noticed it a lot more since Unity happened.
Uncover it.
What's up,
Yeah.
Thalgor? Hold on. My chatty went behind something and I had to go find it.
That's what I was thinking, Thelgor. Is it looked like a table or a I don't know what it was.
20
Couldn't
foot
figure
by
it out.
10 foot with a couch on it.
Greetings.
Let's see what it says it is. It says it is a glowing crystal sphere illuminates this small rectangular room with wooden flooring, little furniture. A single tall bookcase dominates the view. And then there's some stuff in the wrong area here, so I don't know. Somebody copy pasted wrong. This is from the study outside, so I don't know what happened.
And there's Cthulhu to the south.
Yeah, this
Cthulhu?
area to the south is many voices chant in an incomprehensible tongue. The intensity grows louder with proximity. A large underground chapel nave with strange imagery on the walls and pillars confirms the religious undertones of the complex. A large stone idol dominates the altar on the far end of the room. The idol portrays an alien creature of no known origin. I almost said unknown origin, but no known origin, with a large bulbous head, long appendices, tentacled bottom, and aquamarine light rays shooting from its elongated eyes.
Wait. Tentacled bottom, like he has a tail?
Yep.
That's just I've never
Multiple,
heard
it
anybody
sounds like.
And I
call
don't know
it
why
There's
he's
tentacles growing out of his ass.
I don't know why he's terrain. Let's turn him off. So he's not terrain. What is all this? All right, don't get in the room. There's people everywhere in here. So let's set this encounter up like this,
Tentacled bottom.
so you
It does
guys
have a
can
tentacled bottom. Look at
so you
that.
guys
Like
can see what's
like
going
an
on.
octopus or a squid.
What the fuck, man? I've been set upon, literally.
Right? I mean, you guys are just knocking people out of the pews and shit.
Maybe we ought to back up here a little bit.
Oh, and the tokens got locked. Thanks, Bob. All right, move yourself back a little. I unlocked the tokens. Oh, some of you guys are under tokens. You can't move yourself. All right.
Yeah, Marley's
think I
gonna
moved
cheat. Now that I know
Delgrim,
what's
sorry.
up there, I'm gonna magically be behind this wall. I'm kidding.
I'm going to be hidden, trying to be stealthy.
Oh, do we just get to pick? Can I be invisible?
I want to be incorporeal. Come on, let me be incorporeal. You can be anything you want, as long as you do it on that. Hey, where's my sound?
I haven't had Sirenscape work all night.
It's been working.
It was working. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that.
Oh,
Chat triggers didn't work.
sorry.
That was a chat trigger.
There
There we
goes.
go.
There's a box that pops up once in a while the DM has to push. Just add something over it.
Nice.
All right. So let's see how this reads. There's 4 pits that flank the nave, the navy. I don't know what that is. Before each of the sacrifices, a cult first cuts part from the victim's body with a cleaver. Wait, where's this at? What's going on? Oh.
The cultists are cutting parts of their body off. What?
Yeah,
Well, we could just wait.
Sit back and
till
wait,
they bleed
man.
to death.
so
Let them kill themselves.
but Orag and Marley, as soon as you guys and Morcal, if you guys have come around the corner, you can start to see this alien creature. Your heart starts palpitating. You start to get a little nervous. You can feel the fear coming off of each other as you guys start to look at this thing. There's like it says 4 pits flank the nave. Where do you guys see pits? I see the holes in the ground. Oh, these. Okay. So the little indentions there are pits, and before each of
Shit pit.
the pits is a cultist with knives, and there's a table in front right there. This table right here, and they have body parts over there. It looked like it might have been a whole person one time. And they're cutting pieces off of them and throwing them down the holes. And the rest of the congregation is chanting. So they go, and you see 2 male adults lying on the floor in front of the statue. I don't see where they indicate those on the map. Right? And there's
so many halflings.
Yeah, there's a lot of halfling.
Evil
and
halflings.
And there's a guy standing beside the 2 people, the 2 bodies, we're going to call them, male bodies, on the floor in front of the statue, and this guy stands beside them with a blood-dripping ritual knife in his hand. All right, so
Sorry, I didn't realize you guys were in here. Let me just
pardon
back
us.
out.
Could you tell us where the bathroom's at? So, S, you get to react first. I think you might. The first thing you're gonna see is like Orag's eyes kind of widen, like oh, and he kind of slows down, and you see him like shrink, and he starts to activate his like to turn invisible, kind of. To turn
Right.
hidden, to turn... And you can hear them all chanting, and they got the 2x4 and hit themselves in the head. I don't know.
So are we gonna attack or not?
Can we tell from where we are the people bound or that are being cut up? Do they
It-
look like the fellow cultists or civilians, jack-o'-wares? What?
Alive.
First give me a Constitution
Can I roll to see if it's
saving throw.
Schultz?
Give me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can even like look at this gore.
No.
Yeah, neither of you can look. It's like maybe it's a little kid or something, but you can't even look. You can't even look. You're like, oh. Your stomach starts to knot, so you can't even tell. You think there's not much left of whoever it was, if they had bindings on or not.
How big is this pit?
Big enough for body parts to go down.
Like deep or?
Oh, you don't know how deep it is.
Because I'm thinking I'm going to come on over here.
What are those black? Are those holes?
Are
What?
those holes or pillars or?
They're columns that kind of hold
Okay.
up the roof or something. I'm imagining.
As long as they're not like flaming gas jets or something. You know.
They're mimics. And I want to shove this guy down the
You
hole.
should like, all right, you come running in and you just jam that guy into the freaking hole.
Yeah, just shoulder him. Boom!
Let's see who he is. Sophisticated gown. I don't know. He's got a gown on. You might not be able to do it. You're having second thoughts when you come running up. You're like, look out, he's got a gown.
I'll
He's
puke
gonna-
on him a little bit first.
Let's put it this way. He's going to use his dex. He's going to
Okay.
try to sidestep you. He's like, oh, you rolled a 7. That's a 12.
Ugh.
That's not so good. But thank goodness I rolled a 2. And he only has a +1. So down he goes. I'm going to actually give him a chance to like grab a hold of the lip. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to
Grab
fall
hold of one
down
of the body parts.
And he doesn't. He doesn't grab a hold of the lip. So, I don't know where exactly he goes, but that's where he's at. Bob didn't help me set portals up in this because I didn't actually think anyone was going to go down. Sophisticated gown. Where the hell is this guy at? Combat tracker.
Sophisticated mama.
Can't I see him?
Sager just wondered if you saw cards beat the
Oh,
cups.
there
game.
he is.
Just wondered.
What happened?
Quit watching.
All right. So,
No, start pretending like I'm praying along with the next guy. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oops.
give me a performance.
Yeah, that's gonna be horrible with my -1.
Well, you know, a 17 -1 is pretty good, though.
Hey.
So you're like, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, no. I think Orag needs to give me a charisma saving throw.
Who's giving you a saving throw?
Orag.
Okay.
Orag. Charisma saving throw. Yeah, you're at disadvantage to try not to laugh right now because of that. You totally try not. You're like. Because this guy just went whoop right down the hole, like lickety split, like whoop, and then Ass is like, The guy next to him looks up at him and smiles and goes back to chanting. No one's noticed anything yet. These guys are. All right, Orag, what are you gonna do?
All right, so picking up the chanting. Uane su domine, domanes requiem.
Do you like put your cloak up and you go, oh baby? It's kind of hard to hide the pike a little bit, but you're trying. You're stretched out tall and you kind of got it like behind you.
And the unwilling cultist, I'm going to sort of like pray, and I'm going to just sort of
Do you look
very
down the
quickly,
hole real quick? Where's it go?
like a snake, just jab this, stick him with a little dagger action.
Wait, which guy?
The unwilling cultist being.
Actually, apply sneak attack, and you can use your bugbear thing too, because he hasn't acted yet. And also give me a acrobatics after you roll damage.
Okay. He fails. So the first thing I'll do is I'll add. So that's with his poison, plus he would have taken 5 more points damage from the dagger itself.
Oh, you didn't have your dagger damage in there? Oh, and
And then
did
I'll
you
step back.
and your acrobatics?
Oh, acrobatics.
Yeah.
Skill.
A 14, fair enough. So it's your choice. The guy could be with you.
Guy can be with me.
The body didn't hit the floor.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep him with me, and I'll just sort of move back a little
So
bit.
you moved in, you used your super reach, and you're like, and you kill the guy, and you grab him, and you drag him back out past S, and you're like, Samida, Samida, and you chuck the body back there. Here you go.
Nice.
Clunk. You kind of just throw him towards Dalgron.
Catch.
When you peek around the corner and you look at Dalgron, do you say anything? Do you whisper anything? Because you're still doing the whole Asamidali.
He's 20 feet away from me. It's like the other side of a room. I don't think we don't have unspoken communication down yet.
Hand signal,
so,
maybe.
no.
Like Dalgron's like, oh, what's going on?
He's got broken knees. He's not gonna be very mobile.
Yeah, these guys are still just awesome. There hasn't been any huge disruption yet, so they're totally in their trance right now. There's also a funny smell going on in here. You know what that is? Some kind of. Is that ganja? You don't know. Marley.
Did somebody say ganja?
Marley comes walking. I smell something that's
tokens
fresh.
aren't locked.
Yeah.
That's fine. Marley's wondering why, if there's such a party going on, there's no lights. There's no lights in this party.
Is there no lighting? Here, let's just do.
So they're all blind.
No, I mean, there's.
They're all blind. Let's do that.
There we go. Yeah, but okay, so maybe he won't cast Fairy Fire then. He was thinking it was a rave, and he was going to contribute with some of his magic sparkly powders. I don't. Marley tends to take his cues from the people who are more willing to go in there and take a bit of an ass whipping than he is. So I think he's gonna turn around and say,
Marley looks back at Morkel, right? Morkel's kind of looking at Dalgron and back at you. And Morkel looks at Dalgron and kind of gives him the, like, what up look. And Dalgron looks at Urag and they both shrug and everybody shrugs.
If only there
I
was
just had a
cart
dead
here
body
he could
thrown at
push.
me.
you know, I tell you
Marley
what,
doesn't see that, though.
no, I don't know what's going on here. So Marley's gonna take a step forward, taking the dodge action. Just like, hey, what's up? And do I see bodies here? I mean, is there a body here?
So you, like, kind of move up. Are you kind of getting in on the chant and, like, pretending like you're part of this? Or are you just going to walk in there and just, like,
no,
look at...
man.
Huh?
I mean, this is a fucking drum circle and a rave going on, right? Or a drum circle at a festival,
So you kind of, like, ease in the room. You're like, oh, Samida. And you see S over there doing the same thing. Like, oh, Samida. He's kind of doing his wiggle and he's stretched out a little. And you see that he's got a little blood on him, maybe on his hands or something, somehow. And both of the guys on that side, well, you never saw him anyways, did you? Did Marley ever know there were two guys over there?
I didn't ever see anybody over here.
Oh, okay.
No.
So
No, because I was back here.
So when you go over to this table, Marley, you see there's like a torso still, and drapey pajamas right there is just finishing hacking off the guy's like the right arm off of the torso, and he's like whacking with his knife at the bits and pieces of the tendril that's holding it together, and he keeps almost jerking the torso off the table trying to cut the strings, and he's flinging blood around. You can hold it back. You're like, yo, Sammy.
Yep. Marley.
And then when he gets when he gets the piece cut off, he chucks it down that hole next to him.
Well, actually, I don't want to go back that far. I want to be able to see S, so I'm just gonna kind of take a step back, just right there, and I am going to turn around and say, Morkel, this looks like a game for you, my friend. There's lots of tasty tidbits of kibbles, bits and bits, and I will bonus action use bardic inspiration, and then I am going to take the dodge action just because I don't know what the hell is happening here yet.
How does bardic inspiration work? Is it vocal?
Yeah, I turned around and spoke to him. Said what I said. I was gagging and stuff. I probably couldn't keep up the act because Marley just got kind of grossed out back there.
Gave him a locker room pep talk.
I think this guy's gonna kind of turn. And let's see what he says. He says, "Did I get some on you? Sorry about that." And he turns around and starts hacking at the torso now. He didn't even notice. He didn't even notice that you weren't part of the thing. I only rolled a 2. He's into it. He's like, he's jabbing this knife into the torso now.
Marley's got his back turned. He didn't want to watch.
All right, Dalgron, what's he gonna do?
Dahlgren's a little confused here because he can't see what's going on in that room, but he does see the dead body that was thrown in front of him. So he's going to assume something's going on. He's going to move over to here
Oh, I guess it does cut the view out. Maybe that's what they're. I mean, the line of sight would have worked better, right?
And then he's going to do a little bless here.
So is that the mom's room where women can go if the babies are crying and they take them in there so they can still see the service, but
yeah.
take their kids?
Got
Yeah,
the
there's
little buzzer thing.
windows and then a little speaker.
And then that'll be the end of Dahlgren's turn there.
It's like the VIP waiting room or something.
It's the green room.
It's like that ball game that he went to.
It's where the people who are about to be sacrificed get to wait.
That's right.
The
I
last
wonder if
minute.
all these people are the people that went missing.
This guy is going to turn and look at S, and then look back at you guys behind there. He heard somebody chant something kind of loudly about, Lathander or something. That's what I think about that. Morgel.
He doesn't do anything?
No. I'm giving them a
Was-
10. They gotta at least get a 10 right now because they're in the groove. Right? I mean, unless they see a dead body, another dead body instead of the 4 that are already in here, appear. They're into the groove. There's blood and gore and chanting and.
I mean, this just looks like some guys having a good time.
Right?
I'm not really worried about it right now.
You think
But
they could be a big adventuring party? You're not sure.
yeah,
It's
right. Like
just
I mean, I feel kind of a kinship with these
the
guys.
murder hobos.
Honestly.
I bet it
Uh,
takes him forever to get through a turn.
so,
Around.
oh, sorry. I'm just gonna activate the spores around me and do some temporary hit points in case these guys turn on us.
It's a big frat party.
So
Initiation night.
who's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Damn, 16 temp hit points.
4 per
Okay.
druid level.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I will activate Shillelagh as a bonus action. Just in case.
And just to clarify, that thing down at the bottom, is that an actual creature or is it a statue?
It's a statue. It hasn't moved or anything, so it definitely looks like a statue.
Gotcha.
Can we target it?
And I think can we target it? It's a mimic. And you really shouldn't see that token. It's just to get a effect on it.
What token?
Cthulhu.
The one that was on top of Cthulhu.
That one.
That one, yeah, don't see that one. Okay, I don't know. He's still doing his ritual shit. Nothing's really happened. Let's start the next round. Morcal, you got the initiative on the next round.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah. It seems like that always happens, right? Yeah, can I tell what these guys are doing with these rituals? Like, Are they trying to what they're trying to do, or who they're worshiping, or anything like that?
You definitely are feeling some kind of, now that you've moved in and you're starting to sense things a little. Give me a like a religion check. Is that what you're trying to?
It's probably a religion check. I'm not good at that, but that's probably
I mean, it's
probably
kind of
what
a
it is.
it's kind of a religious thing going on. Yeah, you think they're murdering some people and stuffing them in a hole, and they're doing it in the name of whoever that thing is. You have no clue.
All right. Man, Morkel is not ready to just start.
And whatever that thing is not giving you a good feeling. Let's put it this way. You
Okay.
think you might want to pee yourself soon.
All right, that's fine. I'm used to that. So
But you're kind of a wet lizard anyways.
exactly not ready to start murdering people. So I'm gonna ready in action, and if I see my party members start attacking people, or if these, well, yeah, then I'll attack these guys too.
What are you readying?
I'm gonna shillelagh this guy right in front of me.
Oh, okay. So you got like you like get your shillelagh kind of like next to you, next to the door, and you kind of raise it up, like you're leaning on the door a little bit, and you get it up in the air. You're like, Samida, Samida. Marley's trying not to puke. This guy in the front row, I mean, it's only been like 12 seconds, so he hasn't noticed anything yet. Marley.
It's kind of loud in here, isn't it?
Yes. Like if you farted, you don't think anyone would notice. As a matter of fact, you're pretty sure Morkel did.
I think it's just his spores smell like that.
Yeah,
He calls them
you know.
spores, but maybe we've all got spores. I don't know.
You just know that when you breathe them, you could feel them going up your nose. That's all.
I'm gonna take a look at something here a second.
If you do fart in here, you'll sit in your own pew.
Yeah, you get it in your own pew.
So Marley's gonna drop silence right there.
Well, that's gonna get everyone's attention.
Actually, he's gonna step back first. He's gonna step back one space, and
Nice.
yeah. So let's see. Do I need to target all? I'm not gonna target them because they may step
Oh wait,
out.
one second. 5, 10, 15, 20. You were in that square when you started your turn?
Yeah, and I moved
All right,
back
hold
to here
on.
and went.
Yeah,
Oof.
wait. Before you do that, I have to roll one thing for you. Where's the damn thing at? Here it is. You have to roll a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. You want me to just toss that for you?
No, I'm going to drop it on you. I'm just giving you the
Okay.
opportunity to,
Inspiration, you bet, because it seems pretty important. So advantage.
Except you can't use inspiration on yourself on
Oh
this table.
shit!
That's
So
he
right.
still
That's right.
failed.
I failed
He still
anyway. So
failed.
Well,
right.
I'll use mine on you instead.
Okay, so he still failed. So
I still failed.
that was nice of you.
That was so. Yeah, don't do that.
Because we rolled with advantage and he failed. So. So you, when you start within 25 feet of Mr. Bobblehead down there, you pee yourself.
What?
You're frightened. You are frightened.
When I start within how far? How much?
25 feet.
I don't think I was within 25 feet of him.
Here,
That's
5,
20 feet
10,
there.
15, 20, 25. Oh, you don't see his token. That's his token.
So I'm 35 there. That's to the middle of the token, though, isn't it? No, it's 30.
Oh, 5, 10. Oh, you are 30. All right, so you can So you can move back.
So yeah, move
and,
back there and then drop silence. So there is silence in that circle.
It wouldn't have stopped what you were doing. You would just been scared that you did it.
Well, I'm already scared that I did it. I'm just hoping the
No,
other
you
boys
would have been
are-
scared as you did it, not that you did it. You still would have done it. It just you would have been scared as you did it.
There we go. Okay, and
And
I think
it takes everyone
well, I
just a
can't-
second
Come
to
on,
go.
down arrow.
Samida, and as you don't realize what's going on yet. It just does get a lot quieter, and like several people start looking around, and they're starting to move their lips, and this guy kind of stops and starts looking around. Oh, who are you? Oh, wait, something's going on here. Hey, everybody. How can I make everyone in the combat tracker that's not a party member hostile? Crap. I guess I just got to do it this way. Because...
I would argue they can't hear him yelling.
No, but they definitely start looking around and know somebody just cast a spell on them. And if I was in church and I was doing my prayers and somebody silenced me, I would be mad. Hence why they're mad. They're not sure who they're mad at yet. They're just all mad. They're all mad. They all turn red.
They're angry.
We're angry. And whose turn is it? Drapey Pajamas? Oh, that's that guy. Yeah, he's going to turn around and say, "Hey! What the hell's going on? Who are you? Why are you casting spells?" He's going to come up to you, and he's got this drippy dagger. He's covered in blood. He's got like an apron on, and there's bits and pieces of the apron and stuff. And,
We were just investigating a noise ordinance violation.
noise ordinance violation. And, he's going to take a swipe
I'm
at
still
you.
chanting. I'm still chanting the damn words to the song.
Yeah, well, this knife, he slashes at you with it. He's like, "Hey, I'm talking to you." Oh, he catches you with it. Slashes you with this knife for, ouch, 6 points of damage. And you succeed on your concentration. I forgot that. That was cool. S.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You get to thump him more, Cal?
yeah, I'm gonna start thumping. I'm gonna go right over this cultist 46's head with my 10-foot pike and stab dramatic undershirt in the face.
He's like, nodding out in the front row, hasn't really realized what's going on yet. And you're just like,
Is the old man asleep in the front row?
yeah, he like nods, and you totally miss and hit the pew next to him. And the guy's standing there.
I'm going to precision attack that. And
Put his
superiority dice.
A 6, so it's a 16.
That probably hits. I'm pretty sure it hits. There you go. There's your hit.
All right. So that is going to do that. And then I'm going to whip the butt of this thing around and try and smack her with the butt.
Ah.
No, that's a little better. And then I am going to whack her right in the knee and do a trip attack. I want to knock her prone.
I would call no knee, but definitely you could get her ankle from under the pew.
All right, yeah, ankle will work too. Shattered ankle works just as well.
And you just yank. Knee, a little hard to get, probably.
Right. Darn, she didn't go down.
You're like, what the hell? And you hook a Bible? You don't know what it is.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
They spelled it with a Y though in here. It's different.
And S attacking will trigger my reaction, so I will smack this guy right in front of me.
Bring down the shillelagh.
Nice.
Some of the guys have less hit points than others, I guess. Is that how it works? You like, do you want to describe how you insta death them?
I'm not expecting to hit him that hard, but I club him with the shillelagh, and his head just like explodes and sprays blood all over the guys behind him. But they don't even notice because they're already covered in blood.
They're trying to figure out why they can't hear each other, and they're like digging in their ears. They're covered in blood already. They're in the splash zone. But so Murkel's like, and it just caves the guy's head, and he looks up at his shillelagh, and he's like, whoa. Number 10 is like, sees freaking for sure S just coming down on him, and I don't know where he gets this club from, but he's gonna grab this club and S. You get attack opportunity on him as he comes freaking running towards up this way.
No.
I know.
he's- Not yet.
5, 10, 15, 20. He
one
comes
step
running towards you.
away.
Like,
Yeah.
it looks like he's trying to get around you, but he swings this club at you as he's going, like, trying to get by you. He's not disengaging. He's just trying to. He's like, hey, get It doesn't look like he'd be very effective with it.
Huh?
Yeah, he just kind of hits you in the back. You probably don't even pay attention to him. He hits your armor. Funk. 29. Hey, he's like trying to yell down in front, and he can't, because I mean he can yell, but nothing's coming out.
You stole my hymnal.
And he's gonna walk up here, and he's gonna see the dead guy, and he's gonna look back at S, and S probably smiles, right? With his
S is
fangs
still
hanging
pretending
out.
to chant.
He sees the
Blood
other guy
dripping off the end
running.
of his pike.
He's going to come up here. He's going to have a quick little conversation with this guy to no effect because they can't hear each other. And that guy's going to point back at you guys, and he's going to start running this way. He can't do nothing because he had to dash. 46 turns around because you just like reached up between his legs and shit with your pike and shit. And he's going to stand up in the pew and start clubbing you with. They're using holy clubs. They're called bibbles. They're these books they got. They're
Bible
2x4s, and he hits you right in the bridge of the nose with it.
Jerk.
Like whack right in the bridge of the nose, and does. Oops, I forgot to drop that on you. 3 points of damage. What as much of a nose as S actually has, anyway.
Yeah.
It's like 2 holes in his face. At number 14, he's like, did you see the size of that? What the hell? I can't see nothing. Turns around. Oh, look, there's somebody back here that died. Sees the evidence in Morkel's hand, obvious. And he's going to come... I guess he's going to jump over this way and try to club, hit you with his board. Oh, Samida! He swings this thing at you and it bounces off your armor. Oh, Samida! Number 15. Is he hidden somewhere?
Is he on the map? Or is he under somebody?
He's the dead guy.
No, that's
No,
a
that's
cold
47.
Under Morkel. That's where the symbol is.
Yeah, the symbol's under the dead symbol.
Oh,
for the
maybe.
initiative.
Oh, okay, maybe. He's like, they fell on me. Comes crawling out.
That's 14.
Oh, is
Drag
there like
No,
a whole
it's a-
stack
yeah.
of them? There's a whole stack of them. They're like having a little party under here or something.
Jumping up and down on the dead guy.
Oh, maybe when you guys ran in, I moved him around too much. So this guy, like, he's gonna open this door, since no one actually went in there. He's like, you see him? He's holding a little baby that's got a fresh diaper on. He's like, oh shit! And he swings this baby at you, and tries to hit Markel with the baby. No, he dodges. Says you don't get hit by the club, baby club. Broken knees. This poor guy. He's like he comes. You can hear this wooden contraption that he's in. He's like he's got like casts on his legs. Oh, you can't hear shit. As this cart
Run,
comes wheeling
Forrest,
out.
run.
This cart comes wheeling out, and this guy's gonna run over here. Nice. Thanks for the spot back there. And scimitar on somebody. Who's he scimitaaring on? I think I want a scimitar on Morcal, because you got the die roll. You got the die roll. Scimitar? Did I just give you a scimitar? Is that what happened? Good thing it doesn't work that way, right? Drag and drop shit on you. Oh, I gave you the edge of one too. He slices you with his scimitar as he gets past you guys. He looks like he's heading towards the door, but he's working his way there. He's like swinging the scimitar around. Orag.
All right, so I'm going to I was just checking oil, see that's not going to work. So I'm going to this
Oh, go ahead.
poison dagger. Used up the
injection
poison
one?
within the. Yeah, I already used it. So I'm going to just sort of drop it in the floor there, pull out the rapier, and go for number 20 here. I do get a sneak attack. Hopefully it should work.
Wait, it doesn't.
I don't show that
say,
it's. Yeah,
You
I
don't
don't
know
show that.
the. Oh yeah, you do.
on turn.
So let me go
Why would
to
you
the-
have sneak attack? Why would it be giving you sneak attack?
Because he's next to me.
Because S is next to him.
Yep. I don't know why it didn't.
There we go. So just reach out real quick. And then I'm going to move 30 feet.
See, it knew that even with sneak attack, it didn't matter if you were gonna kill him anyway. Wait, there's a fat dwarf in that spot. Oh, sorry.
So I'm going there.
Okay.
It's 30 feet. And then I'm going to, as I see this guy, I'm going to quickly back up, lean against the southern wall, use my cunning action to hide.
Plus 18 still? Good lord. How much just
Yes.
to not be hidden?
Still have the Cloak of Shadows on. It lasts an hour.
So the guy in the front row that just got juked for lots of damage gets up, or stands up, or
He's
whatever.
got a broken ankle.
Yeah, I know. He's like, ow, 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 ow. He's like,
Who did that? Which one of you did that?
He kind of looks around and kind of looks
S
back
is pointing
towards
at 46.
Yeah. pointing at
Morkel and
29.
Marley, and you see him. He's like, you see him yelling as he's moving, and then hey, aha, as he gets out of the silence area, and I think he's gonna take a step forward, and he smiles, and you see him look at at S, and he tries to touch him.
Bad touch.
And
Consent is important, buddy.
So which of these apprentices does he touch?
S, give me a bite attack.
Bite attack? You mean like a
Oh,
venom?
you don't. Yeah, you don't have a bite, do you? You just have a
No.
spit, don't you?
Yeah, I spit in his face.
All right. No, he just he tries to touch you, and
I can do an
and,
unarmed strike type as a bite.
no, I was gonna let you like give him a little nibble or something, but he just totally fumbled. You see him like he like jams his hand like when he goes to like hit you a sharp spike or a pike on the end of the pike or something. He just like jams his hand into it. He's like, ah!
He's standing on the table with the dead body, so he probably lost his balance a little.
He's like all up against it, like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. But you think he was casting a spell as he was trying to touch you, so you're pretty sure that it didn't happen. He's like, and this guy, he's gonna. I think he's gonna go the opposite direction. Oops, I'm trying to drag the whole damn. There we go. Map. I think he's gonna. He's gonna move back over here. See if he can get out of it. And he does, and he casts a spell.
Okay, thank you.
Oops, hold on. And you don't see him anymore.
Don't see anybody anymore.
What happened?
They all
They
ran.
all disappeared.
They all disappeared. The whole room vanished.
What?
Yeah, none of them appear on the map anymore.
Cool. Long
Hey,
rest.
we win.
Level up.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
Did Marley flex?
That guy's the one that went away. And down arrow. Ah, this guy's gonna. That's kind of why I don't like the facing tokens, because I tend to want to turn them all the time. Right? So they're facing the right direction, and it just takes more of my brain power to do it. I think he's gonna come jumping over bodies and jump down on his friend here, and say, "Hey, that was my friend. I'm gonna slice at you with this here scimitar." Nope.
Isn't he in the hole?
Yeah, he reappeared when you reappeared everybody.
Yeah, he's the one I pushed down the hole. Sophisticated gown.
Sorry, I was hacking on my own freaking bodily fluids. I can't. What? I can't type either.
He's a whole cultist.
I was skipping his turn. Dalgrant.
Okay.
Nice. I'm hot.
What? That guy disappeared. So Dahlgren's going to let me do some sacred flame on this cultist 10 here. Oh, he succeeded.
Wait, you want some food?
Then Dahlgren's going to
It's
bonus
okay.
action his spiritual
I'll
weapon,
give you food. I'll give you some food.
put it right there. And then he's going to take a swing at this guy too. You're going to hit him with that though.
Some spiritual weapon magic. Ooh, maximum
Oh, yeah.
damage and you freaking killed him.
Nice.
Come on, bitches.
Yeah, he's gonna step up. Actually, like over here, because he kind of knew that guy a little bit. Doesn't want to stand on his face, and he's gonna start swinging his beeble at you. Oh, he gets you with his beeble. His bibble? It's a 2x4. 4 points of damage.
It's much easier to dodge babies.
Number 2.
No. Oh well, was not enough. Oh, there it goes. Now
I think
it's
he's
enough.
gonna come over here.
As long as he doesn't boost him again. He did not.
Are you talking to us, Finn? Cultist 24.
Testing. Why is my mic being weird? Hello.
Oh, we
Yeah,
thought,
we
we
can hear
thought you were being weird, man. We didn't understand what's going on. Like, is Finn okay, man?
So the Cultist 24 takes a swipe at S and misses. And let me clear some of these guys out of here for now. And number 40, where the hell's he at? Oh, he's over here. He's sitting in his own pew. He's going to come running over here trying to figure out how to get out of the silence. He's like back here. He can't figure it out. Broken knees is like. He's trying to get away. He's gonna I guess can't really do shit. He's gonna provoke from Morcal.
I already used my reaction.
Oh, bonus for the DM. Swiping it.
It's a new round, right?
Yeah, but it
Top
doesn't
of the round.
reset until it's my
Your
turn.
turn.
Ah, that's right.
Swiping it. Oh wait.
Yeah, does he see me?
Well, I
Hiding.
mean, it's not. Apparently, it must be dark in here because there's no lights on. But no, I mean, if he turns a corner, you're standing right there.
Okay.
I mean, even if he accidentally runs into you, the scimitar was enough to he accidentally sliced you with it. But he can't get past you. He's like, "Excuse me, pardon me. I'm trying to get past you. I want to get the hell out of here. I'm scared." S.
All right. S is going to poke dramatic undershirt.
Dramatic undershirt. Here, let me fix it. Turns around and dies.
All right. And then I am going to take a step and a step. That's 10, 15, 20,
Oops.
25, 30, and yes, I know I will be provoking, but I am going to also use the butt on. Actually, the butt has the same reach, so the butt is going to go to him. Oh, did I have someone else target?
It's a wide-reaching butt you got.
Big butt. Baby got back.
He had advantages when it rolled, and it dropped the first fumble. Oops.
And I still missed.
Well, a fumble would require a roll on the fumble chart.
Wait.
Wait.
No, it
Fanged
rolled
long
twice.
spear.
Once on
Oh.
dramatic undershirt and once on maroon finger. This is maroon finger. So the dramatic undershirt one was irrelevant because that one was already dead. All right, so maroon finger was a miss. I'm going to turn that into a hit with a precision attack.
Hit. Wait. Cold Fanatic Shrunken Maroon Finger was a hit.
Oh, that was the one that was a hit. Okay. So let's. Well, if I hit her, then I am going to turn that into a trip attack.
Did you give her your precision dot back check?
Yes, I did.
Whatever.
And give her one of those. I don't know why I'm saying her. I don't know if it's a male or a female, but it doesn't matter. He's knock prone.
Well, it's one of the leaders of a cult, so you know it's female.
Yeah, sure.
Commoners, they don't really specify, but yeah, it does look like a female to me.
Kidding. Ladies, please don't send me hate mail.
It looks like a halfling. I think you're all
So when
right.
that guy ended his turn next to me, I'm going to use my skirmisher ability and take a 5-foot step back.
Oh, S, at some point you need to give me that fear roll since you're within 25 feet of the statue thing. When you start your turn.
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, I think maybe on the start of your next turn it would be appropriate.
I totally forgot.
We keep forgetting. Yeah. What? I'm sorry. What are you doing, Orag? I heard you, but I wasn't paying attention.
When he ends his turn next to me, I take a step back as part of my skirmishing rogueness.
Oh, cool.
I dropped concentration on silence.
It's somehow still a little quiet in here compared to the chanting that was going on.
Yeah. But what I will do instead, I know there was a dude, like.
Oh, you saw him head over there. You know he went over there.
He was over there. And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Darius.
Nice. Okay, so
Oh wait, hold on a second.
what is this? Just different colors? I think they're just different colors.
Yeah, because it does actual light.
Okay.
So
got rid of the token. Beautiful. So I can get rid of that. And bonus action. I'm gonna say, Org, you need to help us out over here, man. And
Haru didn't give the effect on him.
oh,
yeah.
Okay, and then I will just drop this on
look, he's an aquamarine color. Nice. Blue.
I'm trying to target you, but I'll just do it this way. And I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on Orig. I think that he's getting up there. His attacks and shit are high enough to where he probably doesn't need it. But if you got it, you got to use it. Use it or lose it, right? And unfortunately, that's about all I can do. Oh, you know what? Uh-oh.
What?
That was the wild magic, weird magic D20.
Oh,
That's our
D-
first one.
does that mean I can use my ability
You're
to?
standing right next to him. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I will use my ability, and he gets to. If he's rolling
No,
on the wild magic table, we roll twice, right? Or
yeah,
you do?
and I roll twice, and I select which one I think your character would choose
Yeah.
based on your character. So what am I rolling on? The table's wild surge. This one. 10,000 wild surges. 10,000 of them.
Yay.
And so it's rolling on how many tables?
So there's 100 in the first table, then each sub table is 100. So it's 100 times 100 for 10,000
Shoo.
entries.
And I'm going to push the button once. Watch this.
Yep. It'll roll a bunch of dice.
All right.
So that's roll one, and then you do the second roll, right?
Oh shit! I closed it too. Dirt. I was like, okay, we're going to use this one. I get to roll it again. Because so why don't you explain how this looks, Morkel, when you do this? All right, so neither one of these are really that great, right? There's nothing spectacular going to happen. So all of them can have an effect on them, 100-yard radius or 100-yard radius.
That's the whole room.
Yeah,
It's the whole cavern.
Yard. Yeah,
100 yards,
300
not feet.
Hopefully it's just
Uh-huh.
shit you can see or, whatever.
Well, the original table was written for like first edition or second edition. So there's weird things in yards and all kinds of.
All right. Nothing noticeable happens enough that 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 you guys notice. Morkel, you as he starts casting, you can see that the connection to the weave starts wigging out, and you start trying to manipulate this freaking wild surge, and you're like, oh, and you just throw some wild surge at these guys, and you see all of them that are affected by fairy fire now think they're assassins from the future. However that works.
Cult assassins from the future.
So
I think
I don't
it's something with the interaction with the spores, like it redirects the magic into them, and then they like this
yeah, the
thing comes
spores
over.
like start like mutating and stuff, and then go flying around or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the spores are getting affected by the wild magic or the weave. Marley, did you want to move or pass your turn or anything?
I thought I did pass my turn. I guess I did not. Bonus action. That's all I could do. I can't. You know what? I can move to here. No, I'm not going to open that space up. I'm going to stay right where I'm at. So,
All right,
hell?
cultist number 15. Wait, you wanna? What's going on with your token?
I don't know what's going on with that token.
I don't either. What is he stuck in the wall? Maybe. Oh, there's an arrow under you. That's why.
Oh. I don't know why that would be there.
Leftover pointer or something.
There you go.
Huh. Weird.
All right. So here you go. So he's gonna use this this club by both ends, like by the bottom end, and swing this club at you.
One hand on each leg.
He's swinging the baby by the feet. I'm so unnerved that I can't get out of the way.
It kind
And
of
this
sounds
one's
like
not my campaign.
it kind of sounds like a croquette ball hitting another one as this thing smacks you upside the side of your jaw.
For 0.
You know. So this guy's, haha, I'm invisible and I have fairy fire on me. Haha. I think he's gonna just kind of move over here and kind of look mad. And he's going to Misty step to there. Bloop.
It's just what an assassin from the future would do.
Right? It's like, I'm an assassin from the future. Bloop. Yeah, I
Where's
need
your
to use
laser
some.
pistol?
My laser pistol. He does. He pulls it out. It looks like a dagger. And wait, he cast. I forgot to mark that off. He's still concentrating on it though. For some reason he thinks the fairy fire is going to go away. Let's see how smart he is. He does for one round, anyways. More Cal.
All right, I don't know where that guy went, but I'm gonna smack this guy right in front of me.
I guess I could have used a cantrip. I didn't think about that. Ah! Pile of dead bodies in front of Morkel.
They're just piling up in that space.
You keep stacking them into the pew. You're like, I am Sparta!
Ooh. When that guy starts his turn, I'm gonna use my reaction and shoot some spores at him.
He's like, he takes a deep breath because he thought you said popcorn. He's like, huh? It's true if you fart in an elevator, say, do you guys smell popcorn? Everybody will take a deep breath. I guarantee you. Drapey Pajamas starts his turn. He's like, here, can you hold this for me? And he tries to stab you with his, ouch, with his scimitar. He hits you with it. He like slices you on your lizard leg. Your lizard leg takes 2 points of damage. He like skinned your knee. Wait, it absorbed because you have temporary hit points. He looks at you like, you're immune to damage? Yikes. This
I just heal
guy.
faster than you.
Well, He's gonna charge the dwarf. He's like, ah, backwards because I'm not turning his token around. Yeah, with his club. He misses you with his 2x Bible. And Orag. This guy's right behind you. He's like, I'm gonna assassinate you. And you're not even gonna know it because I'm from the future.
So when I hear him step out of his mistiness, I'm going to not a whole lot I can do. I'm actually going to finish off Broken Knees. Stab him with my rapierness. Used to be rapey, now I'm rapier.
He can't get away from you in his wheelchair. He's just like, ah.
Alright, so I have sneak attack. Alright, so I'm going to roll the damage twice and pick the best one. Because I keep forgetting I can do that.
Oh,
I'd just untarget him then if you can do that.
Yeah, just roll it using dice.
It's one louder.
it's one more, so
That was it.
Nice.
But
Alright, and then as
it didn't
my...
matter. You both of them would have killed him. He'd be dead by 11. Again,
So
his sneak
with
attack
my
damage didn't matter.
Roguiness, I'm going to disengage and use my movement action to move up to the top of the stairs and just wait for this guy to come.
Do you like stretch your arms out across the hallway? Like, nah.
Little Red Rover pose.
Red Rover.
Red Rover.
Red Rover, Red Rover. Send Minister
Haru.
Haru right over. Number 29 is also gonna try to get the fuck out of here. He's gonna go hut. He's gonna see your spiritual weapon. He's gonna say hut, hut. And he's gonna run around backwards, hut, hut. And he's gonna come running. And there's a dwarf in the way. And he's gonna say, "Hey, dwarf, take my 2x book and hit you with it." Free religious check says it's not. It's not a Bible. It's really not a Bible. You think it's a 2x4? 46. He's gonna go juke, and then he's gonna see he can't get past that way, and he's gonna go and he's gonna come running this way. 5.
Well, hold up.
Oh, because S is there. He's like, jump back, jump back, check,
and get an up attack.
See, he goes jumping back. He trips over the freaking pew. He falls down on the ground and dies on the ground. He says, number 24, feed my cat. Because he dies. Number 2, he's like, excuse me, I can't, oh, there's somebody I can club with my 2x bubble, my bibble 2x. Wow, that thing just kept rolling and rolling, and top of round
Keep them doggies moving.
4. Shrunken Maroon Finger. Why is his name so popular?
And he's prone.
Oh. He's gonna get up. He's getting up. I got it. It's right here. And he's gonna step forward and also try to touch you.
I do not give consent.
You do not. You like jump out of the way as he tries to touch you. You think trying to cast a spell on you.
Seth smiles at him.
As he's checking off that spell slot. And I think he would be trying to at least get closer to the door, so he would probably be there. Stupid lisp. Is that Timmons' cousin? What? He's gonna help his friend over here by the door as he goes running away from. Oh no, S has got a pike. He looks at S. He looks at the
S's
pike.
reaction has been used.
Yeah, but it's not like there's a check mark above here. He looks at S.
You just saw the last guy run away and get stabbed.
Yeah, he counts. How many reactions does a snake guy get? He's like, I don't know, but I'm just gonna disengage just in case, and he's gonna run over here.
Jump in the hole with your buddy.
Yeah, that's what he's contemplating. He's like, in the hole or whatever. These guys are killing everybody. Dalgron.
Dahlgren, let me see what I can do here. Let me try this.
There's like two butt guys in front of you. They're like, neener, neener, neener. We're trying to butt out. What you blasting?
First of all, let me delete this real quick. Cancel that move.
What? The cone?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action and try to hit this number 16 right here in front of me with the spiritual weapon.
The one that hit you.
It's spiritual weapon fumble. All right, so your spiritual weapon is depressed and it has a -2 to hit until it actually hits.
Nice. Okay. Then he's gonna step to the no. He's gonna cast burning hands.
On those two? Oh, you can get 3, 4, right? No, can you get? Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
What? It's a 15-foot cone, right? If I know which one's a cone.
Yeah, it's 15-foot cone.
Now, let's see. Oh, one of us needs to take your cone away. One of us. These like 5 cones here.
The Conehead party.
Let me play with the cone.
Yep, you do the cone.
I'm dragging the map around. Let's see. I think it targets from the corner of your square, right? Is that how it's read? No,
One of your corners.
Is it one of your corners? I wonder if it's
It's
that
from
corner.
the
Then you include
fingertips.
yourself. If it's that one,
No.
do you include yourself? Is that how it works?
No. He's smarter than that.
So, I think you can probably get 3 of them.
Which 3? The 2 at the end lisp.
I don't care which
24.
3. I
Okay.
don't care if you kind of angle
We
it
get
like
this
that
guy.
and get those 3, or that makes the most sense to me that you get
Yeah.
the 2 in front of you and stupid lisp over there that and your spiritual weapon. It just gets kind of frosty.
For some reason, not letting me target him. Let me clear my targets. Huh. There's control.
Here, I'll do it for you. That one, and that one. There you go.
Yeah, for some reason, it wouldn't let me.
Might need to close the map and reopen it. 2 failures and a success. That was pretty crappy.
Yeah.
3
And
points
then,
that guy took.
That's the end of Dahlgren's turn there.
One of them died. Number 40 is... He's like, oh, I can hear now. And I think he's going to come running back over here towards S, because he doesn't know any better. He's like, "Don't somebody, dummy, da." Hits S in the back with his 2x book. Number 24 is also going to come butting up to Dalgron, who's blocking the hole here. He's going to...
His 2 Bible.
Yeah. His 2x Bible. It's a 2x4 that they use as a Bible. They hit themselves in the head with it. It's a 2x Bible. He can't hit nothing with it.
Thanks, Delgor.
See you, Dalgor. 23. He's in the clubbing mood on S. Hold my 2x Bible. Ooh, he does. He gets you for 2 points of damage. Number 14 is on Morkel, clubbing. He's clubbing. You guys are getting the club. It's like a nightclub in here. Shrunken maroon finger. Well,
Does he want to take a break?
he actually we'll take a break at the top of round 4, which is right now. Yes, perfect.
Yay.
Let's take a 10-minute break. So I am going to start the pretzel and the timer for what time? Today's date is that, and we're going to do it for 21. 10 minutes. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We're a little bit late. If I can type over here, 52. So we're going to take a little bit more than 10-minute break, but we'll be back. I'm going to play some pretzel and put the slideshow on while we're away. So go get a drink, go get a refreshment, use the latrine or whatever you want to do, but you got 10 minutes. Hurry up. Get back here. stop the pretzel. We can stop the timer. We can start back playing some D&D. Yeah. All right. We can stop the pretzel. We can stop the timer. We can. And I can take my turn. Yes. I got lots of turns. Are we back? Is everyone back? Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. Looks like everything's okay. Shrunken Maroon Finger. It was going to Dances with Kobolds. What's up, Stephanie? What's up for the raid? Thank you. Welcome. Is it just you? Welcome. We are playing some Dungeons and Dragons 5e. This guy is gonna try to cast a spell on S. And it looks at you and casts a spell at you, S. Not that one. That one. Says crap. Why do you have advantage on that?
Magic resistance.
Damn
I'm
it.
a Yanti.
Says,
Every spell cast on me.
says, damn it, and passes his turn. Cultist 29 is trying to get around the stupid dwarf. You take it, clubbing you to death, and dwarf get out. Oh, it slips on his own pee. I don't know, but in an embarrassing move, he like freaking like tears off his loincloth. I don't know, because he doesn't have any armor on or anything. So, he's got a minus. Somehow he gets his beans above his decan and shit, and he's got a -4 to his
get your beans above the Franks.
armor class. So if somebody attacks him, we'll just remember, because he's gonna be dead before I play the effect. Morkel.
All right, I want to add to this pile of bodies right in front of me. So I'm gonna hit this guy with my shillelagh.
Shenane. That was 29 that had the -4, right? Yeah, I think so. Dalgron.
Dahlgren's going to target the one in front of him and cast this Sacred Flame on him. And he succeeded. So then Dahlgren's going to use his bonus action to swing the Warhammer at number 29. So you want to put a -4, or you just want me to add 4 to the
already dropped it
modifier?
on him. I got it on him. It
Okay.
was easy.
All right.
I thought you had your next turn, and I knew he was gonna die, but
Let me try to hit him, see if I can't kill him.
yeah. Somehow he's got his beans and his can and salt. You didn't kill him. What kind of crap was that? A 1. The whole opportunity. Oh, he did die.
Yeah, he died.
He didn't die. You just knocked him out. He's unconscious.
And yeah, that's the end of Dahlgren's turn there.
You like smack him in his junk and he just falls unconscious. Stupid lisp. Down the hole in the body parts, or face the gauntlet. Down the hole in the body parts, or face the gauntlet. He's deciding. He's giving it the old frickin' down the Holy Ghost roll. So we'll find out what happens to him in a little bit, because he's gonna get a new thing applied to him called skip turn in a second. If he gets back to the top of the round, number 14 is over here, and he's like trying to get. You know what? He's gonna go there, and then he's gonna go there, and then he's gonna disengage, and he's gonna go there. 5, 10, 50, 20, and he's just gonna get over to here. That's it. That's all he's gonna do. He's trying to get out. He's disengaging. Marley. He runs into his boss there. He's like, "Oh, I was bringing you this dagger, this Bible book, 2 by Marley."
Marley pulls his rapier.
To make a
Takes a
noise.
swing at this guy.
Oh, yeah, shrink wrap off of it.
Stab this guy right in the freaking nostril. His drapey pajamas come flying off.
And I'll start moving this direction.
Or maybe maybe it's a new French way. It's drapier pajamas.
Oh, rapier.
When he starts his turn, I'm gonna shoot some spores at the baby.
Alright, he tries to block the spores with the baby's face. Like,
Oh, it works.
He succeeds too, yeah. The baby starts
took the brunt
coughing.
of it.
And as it's convulsing, he's going to swing it at you. Trying to hit with his club.
That's sick.
It bounces off of your hard armor like a cantaloupe on the concrete floor in a grocery store.
Oh man.
Clunk,
I hope
clunk.
you have bad dreams tonight.
What
I
grocery
do.
store are you going to that has a concrete floor?
The Piggly Wiggly? I mean, this is just from learning. My brother used to get falling out of the shopping cart a lot. This guy, should I stay or should I go? I think he's gonna turn and do his John Wayne look up the hallway here. He's like, and he looks at Orag right in the face, and he says, "I think you want to let me escape." And he casts a spell on you.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Your inspiration on yourself? You can't. This is the stupid game where you can't use it on yourself.
I thought he gave me bardic inspiration, didn't he?
Oh, bardic inspiration. Well, you don't need to use that just yet, because if you
I'll never see it. So if
if you need it, you want it. Okay, I got you. If you need it, you're gonna use it. Okay, here goes. You have bless on you, and
Wow.
Oh, I can't see it. Okay.
you did see it. Look at you. Look at you. He's like, okay. Do you know if it works? If you cast a spell?
You should feel it wash
Yes.
over you and.
No. Does the person who cast it know if it works or not? Or I could just be like, okay.
I would presume they do, but I don't know. It's up to you. You're the DM.
Well, he's gonna get up next to you and he's gonna look at you like, because he's like trying to get by you, right? So, you know, he's giving you the old eyeball, but he only gets to here. He's looking at you. He's not sure. He thinks it worked. Maybe.
So I'm going to use my reaction to move back 5 feet. I want to go that. I'm going to go back here.
Okay. There's a pit trap there. No, I'm kidding. Matakiri redeemed a potion of greater healing for Orag. Nice.
Yay.
So when you step back there, you're like crunch. You step on something and you feel something leaking up into your boot. You're like, what is that? And your wounds start to heal. You stepped on something.
Nice.
You know, usually it's like something that oozes between your toes, and you're like, damn it. Yeah, like in the yard.
Yep. More kills spores again.
I bought this game for my grandkids.
All
That
right.
you take Play-Doh and you make these little doggy poop molds, and you put them on the floor, and then blindfold the kids, and they have to take so many steps through there, try to barefooted, you know.
All right, Ash, you're gonna have to roll this saving
Yeah.
throw. I got him open right now, so I'm just gonna
Is
drop
it
him
magic?
on you.
Because I'm resistant to magic. Any magical saving effect would apply.
No, it is actually specific that only 2 people have advantage on the save. It actually is specific about it. And you are neither one.
Okay.
And it's gotta be magic, though. Doesn't say it's magic. Let's drop it on you and see if it's coded that way. Let's see what happens.
I'm sure it's not.
Nope. It doesn't matter. You made it anyway. So yeah, you're not affected anymore after until 24 hours, and you got to come back. So
Oh, okay.
You're good for 24 hours. Not a long rest, 24 hours. So yeah. All right, and it's your turn.
Oh, my turn. All right. Well, maroon fingers. I'm gonna just turn to the other 2 cultists and say, if you guys just walk away, I won't spear you through the head. And then I'll turn around and I'll spear Shrunken Maroon Finger through the head.
Not probably quite the head, but and through, but it definitely hit. It definitely hit.
Got him in the eye.
And then
Butt whip. Ah.
oh, she dodged that one.
Hit him
Darn.
with the butt.
I should have used the trip attack. Damn it. And then she would have been dead. But regardless, I am going to. No, not that direction. I'm going to move around to here. I'm going to completely ignore those 2 cultists. I mean, if they want to op on me, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, they don't think so. No, and I think they already did or something. I don't know. They're not looking for it. Number 24 is like he's like, excuse me, can I get by, Mr. Dwarf there? Excuse me. Hey, you there, Mr. Dwarf? I can't. We keep slipping and somehow he's like.
There's a hole over there.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me, ouch, ow, 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 ow. Twist his ankle. Can't. Now he's hobbling. Number 23, he's like, screw this. He runs and jumps down the hole. We'll find out what happens to him later.
It's a 100-foot hole.
I don't know. I haven't even looked. I have no idea what's down there. I meant to come home and read through this a little earlier, but I didn't get into actually turn my computer on until like 7:30. So, Orag.
My suspicion is it's the living bottom half of this statue.
What happened? Did lights just come on or something? I didn't touch that button.
Oh,
I swear I didn't touch it.
So
I
this
just
guy
turned the whole map on so we can see it.
has never been hurt. And I can see, you know, he don't see any blood coming from him.
We get some lower stuff to do. Who?
I'm going to move over in front of the doorway and say, our friends have a couple questions for you. And I'm going to ready in action If he moves toward me, I'm going to stab him with the rapier.
I wonder if he casts a spell on your face.
He did cast a spell on me before. That's right. So I would know he can cast spells. Yes.
Yeah.
So if he
If he does anything hostile, you're going to stab him in the face.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. I get you. Number 40. He's like, he's like, and then he stops, and he's like, no, and he comes over here. I'm gonna move that and put him there, and delete that. And let's see, where was he? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he had a dash to get there, so he's done. He's all tired. Top of round 5, you're getting clubbed. This guy is not giving up. He's like, excuse me, I only have one leg. I'm hobbling here, and I'm gonna hit you with this thing this time. Take that, you big brute. Nice. He's like, I know he's dead. Ah, Mr. Haru. I think he's going to cast a spell. Stick me right here. Right there. He knew you couldn't do it.
All right.
It's a dexterity saving throw. Wait, I'm sorry. It is a constitution.
Okay.
That's right there. Oh
I
shit.
failed.
Yeah. As he like takes like a, hold on one second.
Your
As
attack had advantage, disadvantage?
as you see him, he starts twirling his hands together, and like he goes faster and faster, and you see like a ball appear, and it gets bigger and bigger, and he stretches it out, and then he just blasts it at you in a cone of freaking cold air that blasts from his hands and just blasts the door, and everything in the hallway just turns to ice. As he casts Cone of Cold on you. And moves forward, kicks open the frozen door, and steps over you. I'm
That wasn't very nice.
I say that is about all he can move. Morkel.
All right. I assume I can hear Oreg's death cry. Is that a fair assumption or not?
And the air conditioning came on. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, wow.
You think you might have heard a Zamboni running over Orag, but you're not sure.
All right. So I'm gonna head away, head in that direction, and so I'm just gonna let this cultist take an attack of opportunity against me as I move away, and I'll say to S as I do, "Look out! This one's got a baby."
All right. If he hits, the baby's in your pocket.
Pocket baby.
A pocket baby bumper, bubby baby bumper, Bunky. What? A +2 to hit with this. Let's see if he hits. Oh, the baby falls onto the ground. Clunk, clunk, clunk. He's like, my Bible.
Can I get around this guy, or is he kind of blocking the corridor, like
I guess it depends on
like to there?
if you say something or use something or do something to.
Yeah, I will use Shillelagh to try to kill him and get him out of the way.
That would work. The other thing I would probably let Morkel do is use acrobatics to do some kind of like climb over the top of him, since I think the ceilings in here are pretty high.
That would have worked. We're going with Shillelagh.
Yeah, the Shillelagh works better. Oh, look at that. Why did you have 2 of them?
He's
It's
still
fairy
granting. He has fairy fire. Yeah.
He's like, I am an assassin from the future. You can't kill. Oh.
All right, and then how far if I move?
That's an easy way to get her. You just step over his body.
All right, so I can get to there, and I can see Oreg from here. So
So,
I
Orig,
will.
would you describe your body to your brother right now? What has he look? He's like,
So Orig was attacking this guy when he got zapped. So you see I'm on my back. One leg is half up because I was taking a step forward, and then my rapier is pointed up in the air with this blast of cold and icicles coming from the rapier and stuff as he's frozen on the floor.
you see like up top, you see like this frozen spider up in the corner from up there, and it like in the like spider webs crack, and the spider falls and goes bloop right into Orag's mouth, and he's like, as a potion of greater healing is given to you by Marbania Cheater in chat.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a
Well,
spider of healing.
He's like, starts calling, and the ice starts breaking, and you think he might be alive, but probably his pride is hurt.
and he still looks hurt, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him. Let's use a second. I was gonna use a second level spell slot.
He's got what in essence would be considered frost nip on 90% of his body. Like sensitive skin. He's 7-foot's back.
And then I'll yell out that hey, this guy's getting away.
I'm gonna take this guy out of here. We're just getting right out of Marley.
That guy over there?
Yeah, that guy.
He comes running around the corner. You're like, zoop, 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 zoop. It's kind of slick in here.
Somebody spilled some visceral. What do you call it?
Wait, does it
Nasty
actually?
stuff.
I don't think it actually says it like leaves like.
Marley's gonna drop his rapier and pull his short bow.
No, but if you're killed by the spell, you become a frozen statue until it thaws.
As he sees Oreg on the ground and it's slowly starting to move, he pictures in his mind and remembers the times that we've been working together with our music, trying to get the harp to work and using my lute and stuff. And he remembers one time when I said, if I ever die, this lute is cursed, and if I die, then you're going to be forced to play this lute, and it's the only instrument you'll ever get to use. So that's his I'm using my inspiration on him.
And you're still down prone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
It's a flashback you had real quick.
A flashback.
So
wait, was it
let's
from?
see if I need
was
it
it
first,
from
'cause I can do
3
that.
letters? Was it from 3 letters?
I don't get the
LSD?
reference. So,
That
LSD?
should have
Yeah.
been advantage, disadvantage. He's
Nice.
Is he granting disadvantage attack? I guess.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, because he's got fairy
He's
fire
got
and
fairy
he's
fire
invisible.
and he's invisible. So yeah, advantage, disadvantage.
Well, he can't be invisible if he's got fairy fire on.
Right.
But yeah, so that's a hit anyway.
Yeah.
So he can use my advantage on the damage roll.
That's true. He really can't have invisibility on it. So let me turn that. Let me just. I'm gonna turn it off. Or yeah, I'm gonna turn it off.
Oreg missed too with an advantage, disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I asked earlier. If why Org had disadvantage, but I don't think anybody heard me.
Oh, I didn't hear. It's confusing because
Penny, he's probably concentrating on invisibility. That's about all Marley can do right now because he doesn't have extra attack or anything. Bonus action. What can he do for a bonus action?
Healing word?
I can healing word. I can, because Marley has that on my good buddy here with the cursed loot. Marley never wants to have to play forever.
Okay. And you hear Markel's was better.
Never catch a break.
S will look down at this shrunken maroon figure and say, "Why the hell won't you just go down?"
Because I walk backwards everywhere I go.
Ah, you bitch. We'll try that.
The one person who
again.
needed bardic inspiration in this combat.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
The fang
And
long
just
spear butt.
To make sure, I'm going to trip attack her with the butt.
Get some extra D8. Oh, there you
There
go.
we
Look at that.
go.
D8 did it. Look at that.
Perfect.
She hits her head on the ground. It sounds like a freaking coconut, and blood comes pouring out of her ear.
Dingo ate my baby.
And I'll get to there.
He's like, wait, wait. He's running by. He's trying to hand you this baby as you go by. Because you do provoke against him, right?
Yeah,
Just
He
look
already
at
used
your
his reaction trying to give it to freaking Morcal, though. Damn it.
Yeah,
Right?
if he
I
wants
can't-
to take
I
a swing
can't.
at me.
I already used my reaction. Try to
right.
give it to you. Morcal. I can't give it to you. You hear a thud somewhere down below. And another one. Oh, get off me! I don't know if he says that or not. He could be dead. Dalgron.
Well, Dahlgren's gonna try to sacred flame the one in front of him again.
Oh.
And he succeeded, and then he's
He's like-
going to try to hit the other one with the spiritual weapon.
MVP. Spiritual
Ooh.
weapon. Damn, that thing's been clobbering people tonight.
Right?
That thing's got like 3 kills already. Like
And
instant
then that's
kills
gonna be
almost too.
that's gonna be the end of Dahlgren's turn there.
Urag.
He's not letting this guy by.
This guy's like thought he was gonna step over you like I was all like freaking and then you got like 800 healing stuff and your rapier's all thawed out now and you're
All right, so I'm going to try to reach out and just grapple this guy, stop him from moving, trip him, all of the above.
Let's say you got to get up so you're not disadvantaged because you're prone to mechanics. So as you're getting up, you can try to grapple him. Unless you're okay
Right.
at disadvantage. It's up to you.
It wouldn't be a disadvantage if it's a skill check. It's not an attack roll.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, this guy doesn't want you to try to grab him, so he's gonna not use his frailness against you, but his quickness. Yes, he does. He like jumps out of your grasp. More dexterous than your strength.
All right, so I used half my movement to stand. So I'm going to then move around him.
Does Fairy Fire say you get only on attacks? Because I want to clear that up. Because if he gets advantage on his athletics check, because of Fairy Fire.
No, he shouldn't get it.
No, it wouldn't be. That's
It's just granting advantage on attacks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm just gonna move
fountain.
around.
That's a fountain right there.
Do the
So
old
you
playing
your
tag.
Feet are getting
Keep
wet.
away.
Oh. I think something happens when you touch the fountain. Let's see.
As a bonus action.
This is the magical fountain. That's right. You guys remember the fountain was magical.
Yeah, it just
So, yeah.
refills. As a free action, I'm going to splash water in his face. just in case he's a witch and melts.
Filthy cultist.
I'm melting. What's number 15 doing? Oh, he's like, wait. 5.
Everybody's
10,
ignored
15,
him attacking him with the
20.
baby.
A lizard took my
He
baby.
freaking comes running up, he's like, wait, Markel.
Okay.
He doesn't say Markel. He's like, excuse me, you forgot
As soon as
this.
he enters my threatened range.
Somebody catch that baby.
Right through the baby and him.
Wait,
Oh.
why did you get to do that?
Because I'm a polearm master, and as he enters my threatened area, I get an up attack on him.
He's like, wait. Oh, he leaves it on your pike and falls dead. His club. There you go. Top of round 6, Arak. Damn it. This guy's not getting any luck.
Well,
Did he even get to go? What did I do on my round? I forgot.
He tried to cast a spell on Orig,
I know.
and then he did. He killed me.
and then he killed him.
No, stepped by me. So I'm just gonna rapier him to the face.
Right, but you already ran around and got in front of him. How did you?
Because Orig's turn was after his,
Mm-hmm.
and he got all the healing.
And then you got initiative
And it
before him. And then you
gave
just
me-
grabbed
And it gave me a bunch of motivation and momentum.
Get him good.
First roll. Second roll. Neither one of those was critical though. That's weird.
That's because you're not targeting
Because
him.
the damage wasn't targeted.
You gotta hold shift, don't you?
Just
If you hold
yeah,
shift,
hold
will it roll?
crit. No, click the critical button and then roll it twice.
Yeah, it's not letting me click the critical button. It's weird. Okay, never mind. I'll just hold shift. The old school way.
$35 or 28. I think you'll take the first one. And
So as he sees Marley
Damn
coming
it.
up the stairs, Marley shoots him in the arrow. I whip around the fountain and quickly stab him real quick as I slip a little bit on the ice.
Hey, chill out, man.
this guy is still
Nice.
trying to get by
Nice. That's what you did
Dalgrond.
there.
And he is swinging this bibble at you and bouncing it off your armor.
Dogron's got that big kite shield up in front of him, keeps ducking behind it.
Nice.
Marley.
Marley's gonna come up even with the guy. I see what Orig's doing here. And he comes in. Oh, no. Marley would have shot first because he dropped his rapier. Marley would not do that, so he'd be back here
He's
wherever
back
the
here.
yeah. So Marley just takes a shot with a short bow, hitting through the buttocks.
Enough.
Well,
Nice.
He's
One
like,
left.
you got me in the heart as you shot him in his ass.
S will call out, nice shot.
that's why I say, hey man, nice. And actually, Marley will move forward. Nah, I'm gonna go pick up my rapier. So wherever that I dropped that at, I think like right there probably, because I haven't moved.
Anything else?
No, it's more kill. More kill.
Oh. I didn't hear a
Oracle.
ding or nothing. Morkel.
All right. Morkel looks around, and everybody's taken care of, but he sees that Dahlgren's still engaged with somebody over here. So I could probably actually do like that, so that I can get a good hit in on this guy.
A
Try to shove him.
Clubberino.
Yeah.
Why are we getting laggy all of a sudden? Oh, so you just miss poorly. You have missed poorly.
I would inspire you, but I can't see you back there.
Oh, it's all right. I slipped in his buddy's blood, so.
I wouldn't
Well,
be
Dahlgren's
opposed.
gonna.
I wouldn't be opposed if you guys said let's just go back to regular inspiration. It's kind of clunky, I think, but if
Yeah.
you guys are enjoying
Honestly, I'd rather go back to regular.
Yeah, I kind of
Oh,
like
he
it better.
failed this time. And then he's gonna bonus action hit him with the spiritual weapon. And let me see. It'd be non-lethal.
it.
Knocked his ass out.
Number 24.
Number 24. Number 24.
Where is he at?
I think they're both underground, aren't they?
No, number 24 is right here in front of Delground.
Yeah, that's the guy I just knocked out.
We're gonna do. All right.
Nice.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I think we should probably try to interrogate this little punk, see what they were doing here.
Punk.
Let's
Punk.
dress him up like those sacrifices and put him on the altar and then wake him up.
Yeah, that sounds like an idea. Who's got good
Delground,
intimidation?
give me a medicine check. You like knock this guy out and you like start checking him out, right? You're like, we should interrogate this guy, and you're pretty positive that in that many hours he'll wake up, and that's how many you see because you rolled a 9.
How many hours?
Exactly.
We'll go dunk him in the water and wake his ass up.
You rolled a 9, so naturally, if on his own, it's going to take him 1d4 hours to wake up, and a DC 10 to determine that, and you rolled a 9. So, in 1d4 hours is all you know. But I'll take you guys. I'll unlock your tokens and take you out of combat.
So S is gonna wash his face. He's not gonna lean over the fountain, but he's gonna step back and wash his face, and let drip on the floor and stuff, and wake himself up a little bit, wipe off the blood from his wounds. Although he doesn't have a whole lot because he froze to death.
He's got like a frost nip all over him.
S is going to wander around the room and just stick everybody with his pike to make sure that they're dead.
Rule number 2, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Rule number 2, double tap.
I'll go around and check out the bodies, see if they have anything, especially that guy who tried to escape. Looked like he was the leader.
What about that big scary thing? Is it still scaring the
Until
piss
you
out of
make
everyone?
your save against it, you're gonna be frightened of it. A DC
Like
16.
break its arms off or something.
And I'll pick up the minister and bring him down. I'll throw him over my shoulder, bring him down here. Toss him on one of the pews.
Let's search the place. Search him.
You try to look down the little tunnel pit thing where they were jumping.
Yeah, find the one they were all fell down there and start peeing down there.
Let's take
So
a look what we got in
Were
this
we
room.
here because of it wasn't because of Schultz, but even watching the stream, I never got caught why we're here in the first place.
He said this was a residence of a family that he knew from the old days before, like before.
Was this part of the investigation of the missing people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Directly, you guys wandered around, and the missing people were because of this place. And you think
Okay.
you found some of them.
Parts of them.
Parts of them, anyways.
And babies.
It's a club. It's a baby club. I mean, come on. You thinking we would actually be talking about a real baby? I mean, I'm sick, but yeah, I'm not sick. Yeah, so anybody non-cultist who starts their turn with 25 feet of the statue must make a successful DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, become frightened. And if you pass,
non-cultists, then I'm good.
Yeah, non-cultists. Any non-cultists. And then also, if you're an elf or a gnome. I don't know why specifically an elf or a gnome, but it was specific.
It's like
Is
a
it
fey charm type thing.
Charm or something?
Because don't they have advantage on charm
Yep.
effects?
Yep. No magical sleep and advantage on advantage save type charmed.
Yeah, but it doesn't say half elves or any creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are looking around. Delgrant, give me your stone thing dwarf knowledge.
The steps coming
History.
up into here, is it up or down? Are we higher or lower than we were before?
I think everything's been down. Everything's down.
Okay.
So as you further you get in, the deeper you get. All right, so the underground area down here is old, really old. You think that this might predate dwarves? Like it's older than dwarves.
That's old.
And actually, this now that you're looking around, Dogron, you rolled really high too. Like I mean, are you coming into the chapel, or are you just staying out there where you've been for like 7 rounds?
Yeah, I'll be coming in closer.
Did you?
I don't want to get too close to that.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't want to get too close to that thing.
Oh, so you're not going to go in there and check that out, so I don't have to tell you anything. Okay, cool.
Well, I guess they would have told me not to
I'll
get
wave
close.
him over and I'll inspire him.
You'll inspire him. We already know he has a really high roll. The team's already given him that.
Right. All right. I'll go check it out. I'll click the advantage. Go ahead and give me the.
Come on, it's not so bad.
Dahlgren's gonna piss his armor.
Did I get kicked off the table or something? I can't get any.
All I see is your token moving back and forth inside the little room, like constantly.
I'm not touching it.
It's been doing it for like 5 minutes.
Oh,
I don't know about 5 minutes, but it's been doing it for a good 30 seconds. That's for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's really
the table's
laggy.
behaving really
Well,
weird.
I had to go really bad.
And Marley's peeing twice.
Well, we don't really need the map and stuff. I mean, currently, so we could do theater of the mind a little bit. So Dalgron, you're gonna move in and
Try closing and unsharing the map, see if that clears up.
yeah, let's try that.
Wow, that's weird. All that stuff I typed like a minute ago.
Hold on, I closed the map, but I didn't have access to it. Now I gotta go find the stupid thing. There, it's in here. It's in here. It's in here. Somewhere. There it is. Next one. No. All right. Taking it away and resharing it. See if that frees up anything for us. Seemed like it might have.
Seems better for me. Like a lot better.
Yeah.
Marley's not moving.
Marley's not doing the dance. I thought he was just being a dick in there, just dancing around like that. That was pretty funny. So what were we talking about?
I got advantage checked, so if you want to give me that
Oh,
fear save.
oh yeah. Excuse me, yes, I need that dot that's under the. I need the
And
dot.
even if he's frightened, S will grab him and drag him in.
Make me look. Look at it, damn it.
Kicking and screaming. Just roll a wisdom save.
All right.
It's easier than me trying to find the damn thing again.
2 8.
13.
Nice.
No. Well, eventually you're gonna make it, right? I mean, you take 10, whatever. So S like crams you in the corner and says, "Look right here. Look at this." And you determine that this temple or whatever this structure underground was built around this statue thing. The statue thing's even older than the temple.
So the statue was here first underground.
Uh-huh.
And they built the complex around it.
Yeah, and this statue has no, like, it wasn't carved here. It wasn't part of the stone is nothing like the stone around it. You know what I mean?
That's weird.
You guys like Marley and Dalgron, you start to kind of find the thing kind of attractive. Like you're not like physically attractive, but you're kind of starting to like it.
Do I need to do a saving throw for being this close to it?
If you haven't made it, then eventually you will make it. But yeah, you're kind of scared of it until you make it, and then you're okay.
Okay. Kind of attractive, huh?
I'm not gonna fight you over it.
Is she got like? Is it like a little cigar box or a Crayola box or something, Orag? Just that you're just like storing them in.
It's a wax sealed, wax lined pouch that I've had on my
Nice.
belt since the beginning. I put a bunch of honey on the first ones. Now I'll have to add honey to these guys when we get back.
Yeah, your honey stores are getting a little low again. What'd you
What's
say?
all this stuff back here?
Oh, you guys are looting and stuff, right? Let's take a peek if there's any parcels in here. Story. There is a hidden secret door back there.
Ooh.
What's your perception? Passive.
Passive 13.
You don't see it.
Oh. I don't see it. I was going to tell Orig, but I don't see it. What is the like? Is this a chest or a barrel, or what is this stuff on the floor back here?
Where's the stupid?
Look, it has a tentacle butt.
Wait a second. Oh, this is the secret door here. Okay. And there's another one there. Okay. So the secret door is here. If you can see my arrow, I'm pointing to it. And the other one is behind this, where that guy was trying to get to, I think. Right? Until he got fairy fired. So there's two secret doors out of here. And the stuff that's back there is just stuff that they've just stashed and stuff. Nothing a particular value yet. There's a pretty poor description in this room. It doesn't. So I guess eventually you guys would find them. You're spending some time in here looking around. So in this little room down on the bottom west side is a secret passage that leads to a small chamber with a single bookcase. The books and scrolls to appear to be as old as the construction around them. A quick look reveals that the books are written in a strange language no one present understands. I like how that's just in there, right? It's just in there. There's no way in hell that anyone in the party speaks this language ever.
Except if you have
or
comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages, or
that doesn't even work.
It's not really language.
It's not really a language anymore. Yeah.
Gibberish.
It was written by that baby.
The one the dingoes ate.
The reason that
the club baby.
I mean, no one's casting comprehend language on it yet, so. But let's see what's in here.
I'll cast comprehend languages on it.
While they're looting, I'm gonna take my warhammer and see what I can do to this statue.
They are not only yeah. So, on top of the bookcase, who's in there looking around in that little in there?
Just the one down here.
Wait,
I'll
turn
be checking it out.
I turned the line of sight back on just to see where the secret doors were at. Wait,
That looks like some kind of funky stuff in the corner that Dalgron's standing in.
Yeah, Dalgron can't see it because he's too short. But when Marley comes in, Marley's a little taller, and he can see on top of the bookcase there. There's like a little pouch And in the pouch, there are 4 potions of healing.
Oh.
Can I search for a
Nice.
secret decoder ring?
Kodai G.I. Joe with the hole on top of his head. Makes his eye flash.
Alright, and what about the other side behind the what you call it? Brazier. The secret passage leads to a short hallway and a set of stairs to descend into the dungeon. Ew. 2 wooden chests in the dark are the only thing in this room. 2 wooden chests in the dark. Who's gonna go check them out?
Are they locked?
I'm going to keep my eyes averted and not look
Down-
at the thing and just work my way along the outside till I
Both
get
of the
here.
chests look like they do not have any kind of locking mechanism on them.
Want to check them for traps, Orig?
No, they don't have traps. I'm going to open it.
Which one are you gonna open?
Marley jukes down the stairs
The
here
one
and
on
hides
the north.
behind
The north one is not a mimic, and it does open. And inside of it, it looks like it might be stuff that belong to missing people.
Belongings.
Who's taking S all over the place?
I don't know. I noticed that too. You went running off the screen.
I went down those
East.
stairs, just one.
Those stairs
thinking-
lead to the dungeon, not the second floor.
right there.
No, it's the one to the right.
The one to the right is just the one on the left and the one on the middle superimposed.
Yeah, he's
It's just
right.
to show where.
Yeah, there's a set of stairs there and a set of stairs down here.
Looks like a putter club.
This stairs goes to this stairs. This stairs goes to this stairs.
Yeah, see, they're showing
So I'm
the
opening the other chest.
2 layers on top over here. See the dotted line
Yeah,
shows the
that red
layer on
outline.
the yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Sven?
I'm open the other chest.
Oh yeah, I closed that button. The 2 chests are unlocked to contain any valuables the kidnapped people had on them when they were taken. A leather sack of coins and jewelry in one of the chests is got this couple hundred gold worth of stuff in it.
Cool. I'll add it to my sack. And I'm going to look for anything that's identifiable, name tags or underwear with their name on it or pendants or lockets, just so we can
There's
show,
like
hey,
a blue tunic, and kind of when you pull it out, there's like a brooch on the tunic, and in some kind of weird language you can see up top, but written in the big part of the brooch, like there's some kind of cloth in there, and it says S-A-M, Sam. The rest of the writing you can't make out. It says, "Hi, my name is Sam. Welcome to Walmart."
okay,
It's a blue tunic.
nice.
He's an
going-
assassin from the future.
There's a smiley face on.
Are there any
Walmart
skid
assassin.
mark boxers
I would
that
think
match
you
what
if
Marley
you
has?
if you went through the chest for a little while, you could find stuff. I don't know if you want to take the time right now in a little
It's
while
not
to
for
do
goods.
that.
Its point is to show the authorities or anybody who asks, yes, we found the missing people. Here's their proof that we found them.
Here's the 2 chests. We got them. They're right here.
So just like I said, individual things that denote that they belong to them.
So
And I'm going to hide it under Morkell's
in
bed
the
so that when
corner
they arrest
there's
him as a serial killer, they'll have all these trinkets that he stole.
in the
from his-
corner there's a rubber baby bumper buggy over there in the corner.
Buggy bumper.
So yeah, there's you think you recognize the color of it? Let's see, secret vault, dungeon down. Nothing really valuable on the people. You already got the guy's spell book. The dead guy's spell book, you already got it. It was on the table in there. What are you doing with the unconscious guy? You just leaving him laying there?
I guess we would have tied him up. Does anybody have rope?
Put him on the altar.
Yeah, we're gonna put him on the altar until he woke up.
What's that, or store him on the brazier?
You can put him on the
See if he wakes
the
up.
sacrificial table in front of the altar, and
Yeah.
I mean that's where I would not want to wake up in that whole room, probably.
Or
Is he all
draped over
tied up?
one of the
I don't know.
tentacles.
That's up to you guys. Do you guys subtract some
I didn't
of
have
your
any rope.
Right?
Anybody want to tie him up or just?
S offers to stab him.
Yeah, we could just kill him
S don't care.
if we don't want to interrogate him.
You know, you got at least another, almost an hour till you have to worry about it.
I think those are the healing potions in the party sheet that are unidentified.
S stabs him.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Critical.
S
Cut
is
his throat.
S is like, here, let me tie him up. Where's my rope? Oops! Drops
Oops.
his pike right on his forehead. Chops his skull off, and I'll give it to you. Then you don't have anybody to question. You going down the stairs? S is already down the stairs. So is Marley. All right.
I'm drinking one of these potions.
Let's read this. What is this strange effing thing here? A strange
effing thing.
tentacle. It's like a tentacle being. It's like a person thing. Tentacle. It's like a Mr. Squidworth sticking out of the rock. It's like a rock wall. It's like really rough, and there's like. Do you think it's made out of rock? Maybe. I mean, it looks like it's made out of rock. Do you touch it? It's like.
I'll tap it with my warhammer.
Like, yeah, you gotta tap it with your warhammer. You think it's gonna be like rock, right? Like tink tink, and it's like it's flesh, and then it starts to move and wiggle.
Well, then I stab it.
The walls are alive.
Yeah. So you like stab it and like it oozes a little like tentacle juice out, and then it stops wiggling.
I can poke all around, see if there's any other parts that are flesh. If there's rock parts, then I'll warhammer them.
Well, I mean, it's underground. The whole thing's rock.
I'm gonna bash it.
The whole underground, like the whole earth.
Well, everything that looks like a creature.
Oh, none of it looks like a creature. Just that thing does.
Yeah.
It's a fleshy thing.
Marcel,
Yeah, I mean, you just like spend like a minute
I found this dude's
slicing and
tail.
smashing.
It's the tail that extends underneath.
Yes.
I have a vial if you want to collect some of that tentacle goop.
Tentacle goo.
Is it poison?
I don't know. What are we going to use that for? I guess.
Experiment.
It's a spell component.
Maybe you'll come up with a new recipe.
It's called Squidwork's flute or something. I don't know what Squidward's flute. It puts people to sleep. We don't know. Actually, Squidward's flute makes people flee. What?
Plays a clarinet,
clarinet.
actually. Yeah.
It's a clarinet. Yeah, that's true. Hey, I don't even have kids, and I knew he played some kind of wood instrument, so go there, right? And I knew his name. But it's SpongeBob, right? That's like saying I don't know anything about the Simpsons, right? Pretty much the same thing. As far as knowledge of people who should know about it. How long SpongeBob been around?
20-something years.
Yeah, I mean, he should be like.
Has it been that long?
Oh yeah.
He should.
Well, I guess my daughter's 28.
So as you like are pretty sure whatever that thing is not anymore.
Okay. Once I'm satisfied that it's
Yeah,
smashed.
you're like, I can't do any more to this thing.
All right. Orig, do you want to go
Did
up
somebody
ahead, or
get
shall
a
I?
vial of it?
Yeah, Orig handed me one, so Morkel went over and collected some.
Here, let me give you the coding I want you to use for that, so we can look back and see what it was. There you go.
That's not a link. That's just text.
Exactly. That's the link I want him to use. So if I say where'd you get it, you're gonna say 01.14, and I can go right to it because that's the chapter number, area 14, and everything.
So we'll wait until one of them falls asleep and then drip some in their mouth to see what happens.
Well, we should have done it to the knocked out guy before S killed him.
Well, a couple of them fell down the holes. Maybe they're down here.
That's true.
Broken legs.
So I'm going to stealthily move forward. Has it been more than an hour since we entered this place?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, let's check out the area called Body Part Mounds.
That's where they fell.
This first opening here is Body Part Mounds. Let's see what it says. Mounds of recently disposed of body parts litter the floor. Many of them are fresh, but others are rotting. Rats scatter when anyone approaches the area. So let's see who. No. So we have Apprentice Cultist number 23, Cultist Stupid Lisp, and Cultist Sophisticated Gown that went down the hole, right?
Am I able to tell how far down we are compared to up above?
I hope so, because I don't know. I have to go look.
60 feet?
Roll a d1000 to see how many feet they fell.
Let's see. Secret vault. Does it say the stairs? Passages leads short hallway. Says stairs descend into the dungeon. No, that's no help. You know, I'm gonna say that it's 30 feet. I think that's fair. You know, because I'm just looking, you go down those stairs is about 15 under the vault. And then you go down the other set of stairs is another 15. So that's 30 feet, right? Sounds good to me, right? So 3d6 falling damage. Did I make on this campaign? I went ahead and made it, but I didn't do it in my default campaign yet. But I was making a falling NPC. Nope. Falling block. All right, who's the guy that needs to get hit in the head?
Not me, man.
Whoever's down there.
Yeah, these guys. Right? All right, so this guy, who went down first? Do you guys remember?
The gown guy. S pushed him in.
All right, so let's roll him first. S threw that guy in, the gown guy, and he fell down the hole and died. And the next guy was stupid lisp. And that guy fell down the hole. He was already wounded too, so well, he jumped down the hole and died. And the next guy also died. So that made it easy.
Nice.
There's one more, right?
Was
Nope,
there?
just the tree.
It's a pretty
He's
long.
upstairs.
Must have been
Yeah,
a
you
pretty
got
long
cultist
fall.
24.
He's the one upstairs that we left alive, isn't he?
Oh,
No,
is he the one still alive
No,
upstairs?
he's not alive because S
killed him.
finished him off.
Oh,
Yeah.
You said there's rats running around, so S is going to spend a few minutes collecting some lunch.
Let's see. The room to the right is a couple of cells,
yeah.
like like prisoner cells. And to the left is wait,
It's like a bedroll or something.
I don't know. We'll call it next session because there's some bad guys in here.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
More cultists.
The more cultists!
Yeah.
Yay! You guys encountered yourself into next session. All right,
Oh,
that's
they're all
it.
sitting on the shitter.
It's
Oh.
11. I don't know. I think there
That
probably
fast.
should be like this way. No, they're like working at the table basically. So they're standing at that table. Remember that they're not. You don't actually take up the whole 5-foot square. So
Good game.
Thursday, are we gonna keep
Oh,
plugging
yeah.
along? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Some over on Marbania's channel on Thursday, he will be streaming Deadlands from Savage Worlds. There's Marbania's information. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern, right over on Marbania's channel. I'll be
That's
playing
where you guys can figure
Tim
out
and
that you can
Simmons.
find out why they've never found any Bigfoot corpses. We've got the
Oh, the
the answer to
Bigfoot
that question.
crematorium. Yeah. Yeah. And then Friday is Jungles of Cholt. Yeah. And Saturday, Jungles of Cholt right here. Saturday over on Rob's channel, I will be DMing Lord Storm's Wrath. Stormlord's Wrath. That's it. It's not an easy one to remember. Stormlord's Wrath. And we don't know who the Stormlord. Well, you guys did meet the Stormlord, right?
Killed him, didn't we?
The 3 lightning bolt guys. Yeah, he killed him. Yeah, he's dead. No more wrath. It's just the Stormlord's grumbly nature. And Sunday, all things Fantasy Grounds over on Rob's channel. But back here on Tuesday again for some more spelunking. So let's see if there's somebody we're supposed to go raid.
Yeah, we're goading it right now. In
20
Storm
sides, Fury. Let's go raid Furied Fate. Is she still doing something? Looks like it.
Phasmophobia.
Fury Fate, she's an upcoming streamer. She's just playing some stupid video game right now, but she's also a co-host on All Things Fantasy Ground and she DMs. So we're gonna go raid her to help her get her Twitch loves. So say goodnight to everybody. All right,
Good night,
chat,
everybody.
stick around.
Good night, everybody.
Get some raid love before you take off. We got about 8 seconds, and then we'll see you guys around. All right, see you guys. We're raiding. Bye bye.